world, my name is Nicholas Montez, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Nicholas Montez. Okay, so, today, we're gonna be reviewing the Croods, and I'm gonna try to keep this a little bit short because just to let you know, this review is being posted Monday, April 5th, and the reason why I want to keep it a little bit shorter, I mean, I probably will talk a lot more, but who knows. But I just found out that my throat is a little bit sore. It's been starting Sunday. I don't have COVID. It's just a sore throat. That's it. Hopefully it'll get better by this week if my mom gives me medicine. But yeah. So if you're new to these series and if you're new to the channel, please click that subscribe button down below. But here's how my DreamWorks reviews work. Basically, I review the movie that I've seen before this movie came out. That's not really gonna happen because I'm basically on point with all of them. And then I'm gonna review the movie. I'm gonna talk about the good, the bad, give you my score, and then I'm gonna rank all of them up to the film that I'm reviewing, and you'll see where it goes. So, with that said, let's get started talking about the Croods. For me, the best thing about the Croods is really just the voice cast. You got Emma Stone in there, Ryan Reynolds, Nicolas Cage. All of them play pretty good roles. Let's talk about, and I want to talk about their characters. Emma Stone plays this girl named Eep, where she basically wants to be in the light. She's tired of being in the dark. She's tired of being in caves all the time. And you know, it pretty kind of handles that character a little bit very well. Then you got Ryan Reynolds' character, which is basically like a pretty interesting character. I mean, he's not like the best of all the characters. He's probably the weakest one of them, but he's still a very interesting character. He's a fun addition to the Croods movie. And Ryan Reynolds is always funny and playful and joyful. And yeah, so Ryan Reynolds did a pretty good job with this character. And then you got Nicolas Cage, who plays. Well, actually, I forgot. Ryan Reynolds plays Guy in the movie. Then you got Nicolas Cage, this character, which plays Grug, Eep's father, and I actually really liked him. I thought that because of Nicolas Cage's charm, he just plays such a very inventive role with this character, and it's just very fun. So those were really the main standouts, well, the people that I knew from this movie. From there, let's move on to the other stuff I loved about it. Really, I thought that some of the themes and, you know, the character arcs worked a lot. There's definitely times when it feels out of place. But mostly it worked. Like, yeah, I feel like each character had their own character arc, which I thought worked. Like, you had, first you really had Grug's character arc, which I thought was really cool. And then of course you had like Eep's character arc, where she wants to go out in the light. And then you have like, really Eep and Grug are really the two characters that you really root for in this movie. Because they're basically the main characters. They both have a good relationship together. And of course, as this is a DreamWorks film, you gotta talk about some of the animation in this movie. I'm not saying it's like the best animation we've ever gotten, but it's pretty stunning and pretty cool. The caveman humor in this film is fantastic. I personally really like the caveman humor. Also, you also gotta talk about some of the action sequences. I mean, there's this action sequence at the beginning. Well, not action sequence, but like there's this caveman sequence where they're trying to steal this egg for breakfast, and they're trying to get it from this like bird thing, from like this ostrich bird looking thing, and like it's so exciting because it like the whole family gets involved, as well as like all these other creatures out there, and it's a very cool sequence. The way the camera moves, and it's a very cool sequence to me, and really just the way all the characters are doing what they're doing, and it's just a very cool thing to see in a film like this. At times it does look a little weird when the characters are moving and the camera moves, but we'll get onto that when we get into the bad. But yeah, so it has some pretty good stuff, and going back to the themes, it just has some pretty interesting themes, and when you go back to the themes, it really just goes back to the character arcs of the characters. And I think it actually has some nice emotional pavement, some emotional segments, and especially with Grug and Guy. I thought that scene was really cool. And it kind of has a good message. Well, not a message, but like a good message. It just has overall really good themes about being in the dark. And wanting to be in the light. And yeah. So let's move on to the bad. Now, when we move on to the bad, I don't have specific problems with this movie, but when you really think of the themes, the character arcs, and it works when the scenes happen, but really they kind of like set up these big character arcs in the first 2 acts of the film, but then they make it for like caveman jokes. And while the caveman jokes in this movie are funny, they don't work to set up character arcs. It doesn't really work that way. Also, I just thought, also, there's just some of the caveman humor I don't really think really works. I mean, there's times when it does, but then it doesn't. And really, it feels like a film that's very relatable in some ways, like The World. But, I don't know. It's kind of weird the way they do the humor and stuff. And, yeah, so those are really my issues here. While it does have some good caveman humor, some of the humor doesn't really work that much. And the way it kind of sets up character arcs is pretty weird. So yeah, that's my issues with the movie, but this is still a really good DreamWorks movie, and I would still love to rewatch this. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Wait, no. Not that. That's my review for the Croods. Now, before I give you my score, be sure to tell me down below, what do you guys think about the Croods? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Or right there in between? And are you guys gonna be watching it this weekend and joining me in the DreamWorks series? Let's get I want to get some nice discussions going with you guys. With that said, let's get on with those scores. Alright, so that is it for my scores for the Croods, but we're not done yet. We got one more thing to do before this video ends, and that is to see where the Croods ranks in my ranking up to this film. So, here's my ranking of all 26 DreamWorks films up to the Croods. Alright, so that is it for my DreamWorks review, my DreamWorks ranking, as well as my Croods review. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My Instagram name is Marvel6, and my TikTok name is Marvel1Fan. If you guys don't understand those names, head to my about section so you can follow me on those social medias. Follow me on Letterboxd, and it's the same name as my Instagram. It's Marvel6, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.